agenda. I've got a lot to do. I told myself I'll be on a travel ban. I don't have any discipline in this world. I'm going to Thailand. What was that? I've been on the phone now probably like 3 weeks. I've already managed to make it a mess. Nah, it's not even a mess to be fair, but I've got hella new tonics. Chris Williamson, James Smith, thank you very much. I am set for life with caffeine and what other cognizant and Viagra, I don't know. Washing machine and dryer are still going strong. I haven't blown them up yet, which is great. Oh, and I cut some wood. Cut some logs. It's been a slow one settling in, to be honest, because had Josh round helping me build, and then as soon as Josh left, my dad came up. So it's like I'm really stupid. I just can't do anything while someone's in my presence, you know? So I loved having Josh and my dad around, but now they can go away, right? And I can be alone. Still haven't furnished the gav. Oh, my camera's gonna die. I've got a chair. I've got 2 chairs, actually. They were a hassle getting them in. Oh, these things are the coolest things in the world, right? They're from Current Body Wellness, and they're those things that go on your legs and inflate. I'll do it later and show you a clip or something. Just feels like you're getting a nice little cuddle. Also, look how cute. Dad came round, kept banging his head, so I bought these like foam things on Amazon so that he wouldn't like hurt himself when he hit his head. They look mad ugly, but rather that than my dad get premature dementia. The man cave still isn't caving. Maybe I do this today as well, but actually, hold on. This is the one addition I've made to the house. I got a plant. I've named her Ethel because she just looks. I don't know. She just looks like an Ethel. You know what I mean? Bad hair day. Other updates, got these little funny security cameras. They're sick because I just be filming, watch how terrible my posture is. Got one in my bedroom as well. I was watching how I slept. It was mad funny. Apparently I sleep in a constant state of ponder. Found out I'm a back sleeper, which is good. Because every night I have to go on my front to fall asleep. But at some point I just turn over and just go, what should I put on my to-do list tomorrow? I bought a Hoover. I'm a real adult now. Little Dyson. Found out this morning the smoke alarms work. Why is that? No, what have I done there? Right, this was going off this morning. And I don't know why. If I hold it there, nothing happens. If I actually put it in, there's no smoke up here. Well, obviously it's only been like 2 days since I last recorded, so I haven't done anything else. Spare room and whatnot. I just did not need a house with all these rooms. Look, I put the little foam things there as well. I have to keep ducking as well. Do you know what I mean? And their bedroom, somehow, haven't made my bed this morning, somehow still clean. Mad empty, but yeah. Hey, I've got the world's itchiest scalp right now. I think this Manchester water is messing me up though. I've always suffered from that ever since like the last 3 years. Like, my scalp's just mad itchy. My hair's clean, I promise you, and I experimented with shampoo, no shampoo, like whatnot. And I shake my head, it starts snowing. I don't know how to fix it. Get rid of this ginger beard. Mate, this shaver is so sick. I actually got this off TikTok shop for £7. Like literally, it's one of these ones. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be terrible, it's gonna be like plastic. Like this is metal, this is, yeah, whatever. I sound like a TikTok shop nerd right now. And it also comes with a foiler. You know, these things that like get really close to the skin. I'm on par with saying this tops a Philips One Blade. The foiler actually gets closer to the skin. James Beardless, still in 2026. What's going on? And then you just like... Why is that going off? Oof, look at that. I look like a prepubescent teenager. On today's agenda, let's just make the bed. Done. On today's agenda, I've got 3 outdoor security cameras. I need to buy a drill, screw them in, figure out how on earth to power them. I've just got to be a man. Might need to get a ladder. Sick. Side quests have begun. So many side quests in this gaff. I'm a shower. You ain't coming with me for that. You gotta pay for that. Also, while moving, I've barely worn any of the same stuff that I usually do. But now that I've got my whole walk-in wardrobe and stuff, I've got all my normal clothes back. So, Gymshark, code James10 to save. Pumper pants, straight leg at the bottom, not cuffed. And the Geo Seamless. The pumper pants are always out of stock because they're really goated, to be honest. But the Geo Seamless is like an evergreen product. This is like the best thing ever. I made my own one. I need to actually restock that, I'll be real. I've done my hair after my shower. Add a little bit of curl cream. For anyone wondering, I use this wavy curl cream holder. I've been using this for ages. It's actually sick. Done an ad with them before, but that one's not an ad. But yeah, now my mission is I'm gonna go get a drill. This morning my brother sent me 3 parking tickets that have gone to my previous residential address. Parking tickets are nuts. And also, furthermore, when I was paying for them, they're cheeky. They're really cheeky. They go to me, add to basket. As if I'm shopping for something on Amazon. Add to basket. I went down a road, pedestrian cycle route or whatever. It's a normal road, but between like 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. apparently you're not allowed to go down it. It was just in the middle of London, like £250. I did do it in October and only just paid it. That's why it's £250. Sadiq Khan, that's why I left London. You donut. You dickhead. Almost forgot. I'm getting on my creatine grind. I'm getting on my protein grind. Hold up. I need to get bad and bolo again because this, like, hey, listen. If I stand in a wide angle lens, maybe my arm looks big, but it's not really. That is skinny. I am skin and bone right now. So we're gonna be taking Impact Creatine. This one's a Vimto flavor. Usually I just take unflavored, but it didn't survive the move. So I'm gonna do a Vimto flavor. Hold up. The vessel of choice. Simply, what you do is put a scoop in there. Try not to spill it all over your counter. I'm gonna do 2 scoops. People say you gotta load it. You don't. You don't. Chill out. Chill out. Because if you have too much, you're just gonna fart loads. And then you get some water and mix it so it doesn't feel like you're drinking the desert. Ideally, have way more water because this is looking strong. And then you drink it. I'm not even kidding. That's good. That's sick. My protein, the goats. Get some fucking protein in you. Get some creatine in you. And then another one, get hydration. I don't know what happened there. Was that Manchester or was that Jamaican? I don't know. It's a mix of both. I'm bipolar, bilingual. Another thing I'm going to start taking actually, which I've taken before, which is sick. I don't even know if this is natural. I think it is. It probably is. Natty for life, dude. Turkesterone, beta-ecdysterone, and Tonka Ali. Not going to show the brand, not sponsored, probably get told off if I did. I'm gonna slap 2 of those and that's beta-ecdysterone. Tonka Ali, Tonka Ali. And then, another quick one. Manual hair vitamins, right? So I've already taken my finasteride and minoxidil tablet, bare easy and simple in the morning. Still no side effects, hair's growing, hair's looking strong, you know what I mean? I actually did go inconsistent with it a bit while doing the whole move and doing the travelling and skiing and stuff like that. I noticed a little bit of shedding, but these are from Manual as well. These are literally just hair vitamins. It's like collagen, biotin. Like, that's not gonna really do anything, but you're gonna take the finasteride and minoxidil. If your hair's falling out or you're worried about it falling out, get it. Manual. Use code JamesB. You get 55% off. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how that's physically viable, but do you know what I mean? It's good, isn't it? I'll put a link in the description, make it easier. With all my travels to the US, I fell in love with maple syrup, right? I mean, I've always loved it, but in the UK, you just get these tiny little pussy pots of maple syrup. Like this big boy imported from Canada was like 30, 40 quid for a litre of maple syrup. But it's the best thing ever. I've just been eating straight pancakes. I'll be real. I don't know how I have abs. Wow, I need a tan. I'm going Thailand. Right, I need a drill. What a beautiful day. How is the sun almost setting though? Wow, she dirty. Best thing I ever did was get one of those little TikTok shop CarPlay things, because my car, the CarPlay's wired, but the wire always kept breaking. So then I got one of those little TikTok shop CarPlay things. Like, it works the exact same as normal CarPlay, but oh, I need to take the bins out. I have no clue. I have no clue what day you take them out. Yeah. Clean it. I forget the front windshield is not tinted. They just watch me do that. What is it? A drill, screws, drill bits. Still need to get a sit-on lawnmower. But I want to do it. My garden's not that big. I could do a normal lawnmower, but I feel like that was a childhood dream of mine to have a sit-on lawnmower. I'm a real man now. What? I don't know what this means. I got this bad boy. It looks like a wasp. Right? It's got floodlights and everything. This is a big bad boy. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Then I got these 2 little man. They got little lights on the side. Sick. Oh!
Now installing an update. This may take several minutes.
Oh, look at my poor Polo. One day my Polo was broken, so I was jacking it up. Well, it wasn't broken, the tyre was messed up. I was jacking it up, but I didn't put it on the actual jack point. I just put it on the... You get the gist. And now it's like permanently dented. Whoa, there's a bird. I've got a bird feeder. Ugh. Today I've become a real man. Come with me on this adventure of trying to put up security cameras. It's not even for security. I have nothing of value in this house. Don't bother coming, but it's just more for content. Just thought it would be cool to have cameras in every inch of my house and the exterior. I've already got them on the interior. Yeah, real man. Yeah. Oh, do I have to build the ladder? Since when did ladders come with instructions? I'm going to Thailand tomorrow. That's also why I'm getting these security cameras up. No. Where's it stuck? Hold on, usually I'm quite good at this stuff. What's going on? Nah, something's going on here. Wait, I didn't want the step ladder. What's this bit for? Yeah, come on. Oh, not a good idea. Ow, not a good idea. Regular inspection before use. Really? How do I make it not a step ladder? Get in the hole. Uh-huh. I've got a ladder. Let's go, team. I want to put it on that wall. Oh, I should have done a step ladder, shouldn't I? Hold on. Yeah, I got that. I'm working against the clock here. Wow. I'm assuming this is the size drill bit I need. So what I got to do is measure this up and drill 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4 up on there. And this is going to face my back garden. I got to put these raw plugs in, bow, and then screws into this thing, into that thing. Something along those lines. How am I going to do this? Can you sit there? Can you stay there? I don't even know if this pencil marking is going to be visible. Might just have to yam it in so I can see holes. Can I see the holes? Barely. Fuck. Oh, where the holes at? Should probably check I'm not digging into any electrics, innit? Where did that raw plug go? Here. Surely you fit. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have a hammer. Yeah. Who's belling me right now? This is terrible.
Oh, do you want? Should we call in like 5 minutes maybe when you're off the ladder, or a half hour or so?
Yeah, go on. 5 minutes is good enough.
Yeah.
I got that. One raw plug down. I've messed up a raw plug. We're just gonna have to do 3 of them. I mean, unless I mess up all of them, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got to be precision with this. Cool. And then next one, precision. That's it. That's what we like. No! I just cut the top one off. There we go. I did it. Oh, I did one. Now I need to do the rest. Oh my god. Can't believe I've got to do this 2 more times. Oh my god. I've done it. Not very stably, but I've done it. How's the lighting?
Pasta.
A little bit of pasta bolognese, you know what I mean? And cheese. I'm gonna have my daily doom scroll. Catch you in a bit. And then I'm gonna go to the gym, because what is that? Oh my god. I look like those typical boys from Essex where they just go to gym a couple times and then put on a tight t-shirt and think they're whammo. I posted a TikTok clip about when I was mentioning the fact that Anthony Joshua is the reason I left university, right? It was in my previous YouTube video. Why are people commenting cap as if I would make that up? Out of all the things in the world I could make up if I wanted to make something up, I'm just going to randomly make up that the reason I dropped out of uni is because I bumped into Anthony Joshua who told me to. Not like Barack Obama or like Madeline Klein. I've got all my cameras now. Not all of them, I've got 2 more still to do. What's this one? Privacy cover is closed. Which privacy cover did I close? Oh, the one in my bedroom. For no reason at all. I don't know why I closed that one. This is my gym fit. Minus the Uggs. Why did I do that? I got the goat gummies. Little pre-workout snack. Gym I got to go to, because it's late now, I had a long scroll. And I actually edited this whole video. Like, it's ready to go. I told you I'd be getting consistent on YouTube. That might end after this video, to be honest. I don't know how well I'll vlog in Thailand. I can't tell which ones I like more, the vegan or the non-vegan. When I want something tough and chewy, vegan. When I want something like softer and more Haribo Time Facet like, The non-vegan ones. I got my little phone tripod. Let's see if any gym content gets made. 2026 is the year we leave gym content behind. I'm kidding. Gym content as we know it, for sure. If you're trying to become a creator, in 2026, if you're doing something that it was already popping in 2022, you're doing it wrong. If you're doing something that was popping in 2023, 2024, maybe even 2025, you're doing it wrong. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best thing I've ever bought. Again, no ad. I don't know why I've been a gilet hater before, but this is like, I like it a lot. I used to think they were pointless until I realised how warm they actually make you. I don't even need to be wearing this hoodie underneath. I don't know why I am. Right, I'm gonna take my camera to the gym. Let's see if I even get it out. Had enough of the disco. Every breath you take, every move you make. Anyway, I'm in the gym right now. Thought I would voice over this because I don't know, it's better than making a little gym edit. No one really cares about gym edits in 2026. So, long story short, yeah, as you know, I haven't been going to the gym for a while, and that's because I've had injuries and other things going on, been traveling and whatnot, and somehow I've done my shoulder. I did it arm wrestling David Lade in New Jersey. I don't even know if I remember if I told you that, but here's me doing a little bit of a warm-up, figuring out if it hurts or not, doing some push-ups on a little parallettes thing, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, it was killing. But yeah, guys, 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, listen to me when I tell you this right now, yeah? Right now, you feel invincible, as I did when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then one day, one sad and lonesome day, it's all going to change, and you're going to get injured. At some point, you're just no longer going to be invincible. You're going to have a back like a 50-year-old or a shoulder like a 70-year-old. Like, it's just going to go wrong. And then you're going to be sat rehabbing like I am right now. Like, look at me. I'm currently skiing in a gym. What is that? Yeah, I mean, as you know, I went skiing recently to Rise Festival. And when I was doing the skiing, my shoulder didn't really hurt. So I thought to myself, you know what, to get some blood pumping and whatnot, and my shoulders lubricated and everything, I'm going to do a bit of skiing. But unfortunately, I was feeling a little bit of a tweak anyway. So next I thought to myself, well, maybe I'll get on a rowing machine, still get lubricated. You know, it's got a little bit of shoulder action, lat, what's the word? I don't even know the word. Lat engagement, that's the one. Look at me go. My heart was pumping and my lungs were hurting. And then back again doing some... I don't know what I'm doing with these resistance bands. But you know when you just see it online so you decide to do it? Yeah. Look like I'm, I don't know, windshield wipers or something. And then here again, like, actually I do know what I'm doing on this. External rotation. External rotation doesn't hurt my shoulder at all. It's the internal rotation that does, like an arm wrestle. So I've clearly popped something in my rotator cuff to do with the internal rotation and whatnot. So I thought to myself, well, maybe I can work on the external rotation. That's not going to mess anything up. And it was true. I was just kind of doing some isometric holds. That's the one. God, I'm learning. I'm relearning all my PT language. Isometric holds, where you're just holding something still. You're not moving it concentric or eccentric. Promise you, I'm going to get into the workout in a second. But here's a weird one, right? So this one was hurting. I was just literally isometrically holding it. There's a resistance band here. I was holding it down by my side using my lat, and that was hurting a little bit, which was interesting. So anyway, I went on to pull-ups to see if I could still do those. Looking sick, by the way, in the Gymshark Power hoodie, code James 10 to save, of course. I was also wearing pumper pants, and underneath this I was wearing a little Geo Seamless. Now, you know I love my Geo Seamless. I've actually got my own one. It's out of stock and I might restock it soon. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, Geo Seamless, staple, always in stock on the site. It's an evergreen product. Yeah, just sick. Look at it. It's making my arms like 10 times bigger than they actually are. I'm not going to lie, my arms are not that big right now. Anyway, I'm sipping on the goat gummies. Just keep a little bit of sugar going, even though there's not too much sugar in them, but they taste incredible. Shout out Sam and Jack. Right, more pull-ups. And then, yeah, I decided to give some push-ups a go. And unfortunately, for some reason, push-ups do kill. So as you can see, I'm kind of doing like little small motion ones, like not really doing too much, not extending, not going too low down. But yeah, somehow my arm looks massive here. I'm actually gassed. Doesn't look like that anymore. Maybe it does. Maybe I've just got the world's most crippling body dysmorphia. Who knows? I feel like this is a common theme for every gym person that's definitely been injured, is just doing weird things. Maybe even getting a little bit fruity. I don't know what this position is called, but I was just seeing if that hurt my shoulder, giving it a little bit of a stretch, giving my lats a stretch, giving my lower spine a little stretch, because obviously I've still got a bit of a spinal injury. But that one shouldn't be too bad. If you don't know, if you didn't catch up on in one of the last videos, I went to a physio, got it diagnosed a bit better. So previously
I mean, I still have two bulging discs, but they hurt way more than they should, and that's because I've been guarding it loads, like not doing much, which has just kind of seized my whole back up. Because the bulging discs aren't too bad, right? If they were bad, I would feel sciatica down my legs, which I've never had, luckily. So the rest of the pain is from, I believe it's called the fascia or something like that, where it's just like the muscles all around, the tendons all around are kind of guarding and seized up, like, you know, it's kind of like a placebo effect. So I don't really know what these are called, but tricep looks banging. So I'll leave this clip in. But yeah, just feeling up how my spine is feeling. And then onto more pull-ups, I believe. I decided to take my top off. I don't know why. Gym was empty. Wanted to see if my back looked shredded. And here's your answer. It did. Fun fact, while I'm doing these pull-ups, I suppose, pull-ups and push-ups is literally what I started doing for the first year or two in the gym. Like, I wasn't even doing anything else. Actually, no, I wasn't even in the gym. I tell a lie. I was doing it in my bedroom, right? Pull-ups and push-ups, that is what got my lats really going, and even my rear delts and everything. So yeah, if you're starting the gym and you don't know what to do, just start with pull-ups and push-ups. That's going to get your triceps, biceps, lats, and chest all going. And a couple curls here, they felt all right. And lateral raises, definitely the best thing just to get some side delt action going. Love just pumping these out. I'm not going to lie, I never really do much of like a structured workout for them. As long as I just keep pumping them out every now and then, you know, my shoulders aren't going to get any smaller. Okay, here's a little tip, right? Obviously, in the gym, you see something called a preacher curl, which you'll actually see in a bit. I did do anyway. But when I was sat in my bedroom with my 118-kilo dumbbell, that's all I had in my bedroom, I used to sit on the end of my bed and I used to just dig my elbow into my thigh like this. I mean, right now, I'm just sat doing absolutely nothing. Dig my elbow into my thigh. And that just basically does the same thing as a preacher curl, right? So you're literally locking your elbow in place, which means all the tension is just on the bicep. You can't swing it. You can't do anything. You can't cheat it. If you can lift it, you can lift it. If you can't, you can't. It's going to grow your bicep. And there's also two variations you could do this, right? If you keep your arm completely vertical, like in this first bit, I suppose, then you're kind of just working it all round. But then as you see, I kind of lean over my leg more, which kind of makes it more work in the bicep in the long part of the when the bicep is lengthened the most, right? With any muscle group, you want to kind of train it in the numerous different positions, whether it's in the shortest or the longest part of the movement. I'm kind of waffling here, but you get the gist. Like ChatGPT it, you know what I mean? Just search up like what's the difference between training a bicep in a long or short position, and you'll get an answer. You know what? I'm gonna promo myself. If you want to learn more about all of this stuff and all the intricacies, I know I'm kind of playing dumb in this voiceover, but I do really know my stuff. So if you do want to learn more about it and be coached by me, then hit up my coaching. I'll leave a link in the description, right? James Beardwell Coaching. James, get off your phone in the gym. You need to be locked in. You need to be motivated. You need to be a hardcore demon. Nah, shut up, mate. You need to rest your muscles. And in this case, I'm resting my muscles by scrolling on TikTok and what? More goat gummies. Let's pretend that went straight into my mouth and didn't fall off the side of my face. Don't know why I went and did a muscle up. That really killed my shoulder. That was dumb. Don't do as I say, not as I do, right? Don't just go and do random things that are going to definitely make your injury worse. As you can see, I'm literally sat here playing with it now, thinking, have I popped the rest of my shoulder out? I don't even know. More curls, get the girls. They actually don't. I don't know. How do you get a woman? Someone let me know in the comments. I need help. Joking. Okay, here's the preacher car I was on about. So obviously gyms have machines that you can always recreate, like with a body weight exercise or some random workout at home. Like, just be creative with it. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, gyms and machines are obviously always gonna be slightly more optimal. Well, I hate that word, but you get the gist. I mean, those partial reps definitely just didn't do anything. Actually, no, they did. Partial reps are a great thing. Right? Once you get to the end of your set, don't just like, if you can't do a full rep, don't just leave it there. Do a couple partials at the end, because you're still going to be, that might arguably be even the best reps of the set. I'm not going to lie. Always do partials at the end of it. Bippity boppity boo, trying to do some triceps right now, which really kills. Like, I don't know what, well, I do know what's attached. Obviously, the triceps go all the way up to the rear delt area, which is somewhere, well, I must have messed it up in there somewhere. But I noticed that if I keep my elbows really like tucked in, it doesn't hurt at all. It's the moment I start to flare those elbows that the shoulder issue really prevails. So I just kept the elbows nice and tucked in. And yeah, I guess I pushed this thing up and down a few times, and that somehow is going to grow my triceps. It's crazy, isn't it? I think one thing that I did very differently in my early gym phases is actually kind of get a little bit tismed with all the workouts, and I started doing a whole load of like trial and error with everything. Like, I just naturally went into like a tricep push down and felt where the tension was being felt, whether it was in the lengthened or shortened position, move my elbows around, you know, trial and error, figure it out, and just always kind of varied between it. And I think that's what blew up my muscles quicker than other people that just kind of stick to one exercise. Like some people will just see tricep push down and they'll go into the gym and push it up and down without thinking about where it's hurting, where it's like, well, when I say hurting, where it's burning, where you're really breaking the muscles down, everything like that. So one thing I would say is when you're going to the gym, just do a little bit of trial and error. Move your elbows forward, see how that feels. Move them back, see how that feels. Flare your lats, don't flare your lats. Like tense your traps while doing the tricep push down. See where it feels, where you feel a really big stretch, where you don't feel a stretch, where it burns, where it doesn't burn. Because yeah, I know that I could do a really good set of tricep push downs with half the weight that other people could do, just with different elbow placement, different scapular placement, everything like that, and still get just as good of a burn, just as good of a squeeze, stretch, everything out of it. And then yeah, curls, same thing. Look at this, the trial and error that I did back a while ago. Like I always played around with having my hands over the bar, under the bar, whatever. Obviously by having the hands over the bar, it's more of what's it called? Supinated. I think that's the word. You're going to be working that muscle called the brachialis, which is in between the bicep and the forearm, which just kind of builds your forearms on the top part of them and also makes the biceps look a lot wider. Yeah, right. Now I'm waffling and even I'm boring myself. So let's just run through a few more tricep push downs, etc., etc. Bippity boppity boop. Just stared at myself in the mirror, to be honest. I feel like that's the motivation you need. People ask me, James, how do you stay motivated? Just get a little bit of muscle and keep staring at yourself in the mirror, and then you might keep going to the gym, not gonna lie. And yeah, the rest of this, I think I just kind of got thirst trappy clips to use in a reel at some point. Here's a bit of posing. And that, ladies and gents, is gym session over. Oh, no, it isn't. Actually, I did some overhead tricep skull crushers, whatever they're called, I don't know, and some curls in a really symmetrical aesthetic shot, not gonna lie. Don't know why I kept the gilet on the whole time, but, you know, I just look like a guy that's going to the gym for the first time and I'm from Chelmsford. Gym at 6 and drug deal at 7. You know what I mean? Hit me up for some scores. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. You're all lengers. Like and subscribe. And if you made it to the end of this video, comment porridge. Nah, don't do that. I'm just staring at a bowl of porridge that I didn't eat this morning. Comment. Don't know. Just comment. You know. And share with your friends. If you put this video on your story, I might just send you a kiss. All right. Love you. I'm going to remain consistent now. All right. I'm back home. Even though the next video is going to be me in Thailand. But yeah, love you. Bye-bye.